Hi Aquarius, welcome to your August 2020 reading. For this one, I will be pulling a oracle card for a main energy, and then I'll be doing the tarot spread for you. The oracle deck I'm using is the Fairies Oracle by Brian Froud and Jessica Macbeth. In the description box below, I will provide you with links to my Etsy shop if you want to go check that out. It's Lunar Light and Shadow at Etsy.com, and I've got crystals wrapped in wire, mostly. Other stones wrapped, as well as chain and stone necklaces. So go check that out, please. I'll also provide links to my social media and my email if you have anything you want to inquire about, personal readings, or you just want to check out the social media. Okay, Aquarius, what do the fairies want to say to you for August 2020? Okay, Tobira of the Waters. I think that's how you say her name, Tobira. But this is a card of healing, mainly. It's very soothing energy, water energy. So you may be healing from something. You may be helping someone else heal from something. You may just be in a state of kind of a blissful state right now. I am going to pull out the book on this one and see what the book says about her. Yeah, Tobira of the Waters. Emotions, serenity, meditation, gracefully accepting change. Yeah, so you may be healing emotionally from something. And I'm getting, if you are, I'm kind of getting you're in the later stages of that. Water is mutable, changeable, fluid, and Tobira speaks to us of a particular kind of change of emotions, and possibly a change in health. We have important choices to make about how we meet those changes and where we let them take us, toward the calm, flowing purity of the fairy waters or the boiling cauldron of hot temper and steamy emotions. The choice is obvious, but we sometimes forget that we have it. Tobira reminds us that we do have a choice, and making it, wisely or unwisely, determines our future. Okay, so I am getting that there's some kind of change happening with you, or something has changed in the past, and it did affect you emotionally. Like I said, I'm really getting that you are on the tail end of this healing time, and you're you're coming to a point where you could, have a choice to make about if you keep going down, the path of serenity, or allow yourself to be heated. What I'm getting is that you are on the tail end of being healed from whatever it is whatever change that you went through. And I believe Tobira is telling you that to remember that in the future you do have a choice with your emotions. Water is fluid. It flows. You have a choice whether to, remain in a serene state or let the water boil, like the book talked about. So I think that she's kind of reminding you as you come, as you come out of this healing period and you are ready to kind of dive into a new relationship, perhaps, just remember that you do have a choice what you do with your emotions. You have a choice on how you react. Your emotions are your emotions. You feel them no matter what, You feel your emotions, and that you don't really have too much of a choice when it comes to what your emotions do inside. You do have a choice on how you react and what you do with them, how you, if you allow them to process. And that can be a learning experience. But I'm kind of getting, Aquarius, that you have kind of been through that learning period recently. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Let's get some current energies for Aquarius, August 2020. This is the good tarot, by the way. So we have the Nine of Earth, the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Earth talks about achieving abundance independently. So I'm getting that you're in a very independent energy. You are coming out of a healing period, and you are really starting to get into that state of independent abundance. You could be earning a good deal of money right now on your own, or you could just be, very, you could live on your own. But essentially, I'm just getting that you're very independent right now. And you're glowing. Crossing this energy, we have the Seven of Earth. So the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles talks about planting seeds for something and kind of waiting around to see what sprouts, what blooms, what comes of it. In this particular Seven of Pentacles, he's got 6 pentacles here on him. And then the 7th pentacle is over here, and there's a little fairy above it. Whenever I look at this 7 of Pentacles, I always think that I always kind of get the energy of you're balanced inside. You've got your 6 pentacles here, right? And so you're ready and balanced to plant seeds for something to come into your life. 7 is the number of wisdom. It's kind of a searching for knowledge type of number. So yeah, I mean, what I'm getting here is that you're independent, you're balanced, you are ready to maybe try to attract love into your life, attract a partner. And you're planting seeds for that. And just kind of chilling and, chilling in your abundance and, going about your life, but kind of keeping an eye out for that to come along. After a major healing period, what do we have for a recent past? The Ace of Water. Oh my goodness. Okay, the Ace of Cups is new love. Perhaps you did meet someone already. Or perhaps and I'm really feeling that if you did, you just met them. You're not even necessarily like communicating with them. Maybe you just encountered them. Maybe you saw them. Or maybe this is just an idea. It could be just an idea, like I said, with the Seven of Pentacles here. In the recent past, you decided that you were ready for this Ace of Water energy, this new love to come into your life, this new emotional energy to start brewing again in you. It doesn't necessarily mean that you met somebody. But I mean, it is the Ace of Cups. Because I mean, I really see you here in your independent power. Let's see what's coming towards you. What's in the immediate future of Aquarius? The Nine of Wands, the Nine of Fire. This Nine of Wands always makes me feel a sense of a light in the darkness. It's something being illuminated because of the image. But the Nine of Fire generally talks about, having fought for something and just being kind of exhausted, being battle weary. Being willing to fight for something. Being willing to, follow this illumination here. Being willing to let it, warm you inside. What I'm really getting from this, though, is that the energy coming towards you is just that of warmth, of contentment within yourself, and a very inviting energy for someone else to come join you in that state. And you, after this, whatever happened, and you, after this healing period that you've been through, you are in an energy where you know what you will and will not accept. And you're putting that out there into the universe. You are attracting the same kind of energy that you're in, which is a very independent, warm, illuminating energy. And I'm just really feeling with this Nine of Fire here that you know what you want, and you're going to be willing to fight for it in the future. And you're going to be willing to, cast illumination over another person as to what it is that you are compatible with, if that makes sense. You'll be very much able to enlighten another person as to what it is that you want, and what it is that you're compatible with. Let's get a card for hopes. The Six of Water. The Six of Cups. Six of Cups can talk about it can talk about something from the past. The Six of Cups is very much a card of security, friendship, childlike play, childlike connections. It's water energy, and so it's emotional energy, but it's like security. It's like emotional security. And it can actually stand for, it talks about the past, so it can talk about like past life connections. So it's like maybe that's kind of what you're hoping for. You're hoping to find somebody who is, you have a deep soul tie with. You have a past life connection with, perhaps. Like I said, you know what it is that you want and what it is that you need, and you're not really going to settle for much less, I'm feeling. Okay, so fears, we have transformation, which is the Death card. And the Death card is number 13, which breaks down to a 4, which is the number of a strong foundation. And I love that about the Death card, because the Death card talks about letting old things die so new things can come into play. And I have that as a fear of yours. So that's interesting, because I'm really kind of getting that you are doing very well with this transformation that you're going through, but you're fearing it also. Maybe you have some kind of fear that you won't be able to build a solid foundation, that what you've some kind of fear with a foundation here. I don't know. I don't think that you have too much. It seems like this may be an irrational fear. You know, because I see you in this abundant independence and this warmth surrounding you, and you know, you really knowing what it is that you want and being willing to wait and fight for that. You're willing to be patient and you're willing to fight for it and to shed light on it. Maybe you're afraid of what is dying in you. You're afraid to let it go. Some of the things, perhaps. They'll always be with you in a sense. They'll always be part of yourself. You don't need to be afraid of losing things that no longer serve you. Let's get a card for, I'm going to take those, for strengths. The Page of Earth, the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is it's like a new energy where anything tangible is concerned, like things that you can see and touch. So that card coming up in the strengths position is really speaking to me about your ease of starting to walk a new path. You know, this image here to me is always very beckoning. It's like, come walk with me, come journey with me through the forest with this little fairy boy here. Pages can also be communication. They can be messages. So, you know, you may have a very easy time communicating about, you know, things tangible, physical things. But what I'm getting from this is that, you know, you have a strength when it comes to starting this new path of yours, starting something new. You're communicating new ideas about physical things. For witnesses, we have the Four of Air, which is the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords talks about rest and recuperation. So maybe you have a hard time taking a time out and giving yourself the rest that you need. So maybe you need to you know, you need to make sure that you get your rest and your recuperation in. You know, calm your mind for a little bit. You know, Aquariuses tend to be, you know, very progressive and, you know, more quick when it comes to, and assertive rather, more assertive when it comes to matters of the mind. You know, they are an air sign. You are an air sign, Aquarius. So, you know, give your mind a rest. Make sure you do that. We do have 2 4s down here on the challenge. These are challenge positions. And so, you know, maybe you find yourself having challenges with solid foundations, building those. Maybe that's something to meditate on. You know, what builds a solid foundation in a relationship, in anything? You know, what are the things to concentrate on when building a solid foundation that's going to last, that's going to help the dynamic to last? Let's get an advice card. The Chariot, Cancer energy. The Chariot talks about seeing one's path clearly and being able to navigate that path by feeling it. So I'm kind of getting here that maybe try to, you know, when seeking out this partner that you're seeking, maybe try to, instead of thinking logically so much about it, maybe try to approach this by feeling your way through it instead. Put more emotion into it. Put more, you know, intuition, more feeling towards it. You know, try to shut your mind off a little bit when it comes to, you know, seeking this partnership. I believe if you do that, then you will find the path more illuminated to you. Yep, Empress on the bottom of the deck. Venus energy, how you express your affection. The Empress is very in tune with her surroundings. I also see her as Cancer energy as well. Not exclusively Cancer, but I do see her as Cancer. You know, intuition. Use your intuition. Feel your way through this path a little more than you're used to doing. Let's pull one more card. That's going to be an unconscious card. Something that may be taking place, but you're not fully aware. The Page of Air, which is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords can talk about new creative ideas. Air energy is energy of the mind. So what I'm getting with this is that new creative ideas are brewing inside your head. They may be deep, deep in the recesses of your brain, so to speak, but I believe that I'm seeing that these ideas may be brewing, and they're really going to free up a lot of space in your psyche for new things to come in. It could be somebody is wanting to communicate with you and you aren't aware of it. I just get such a freeing energy from this image. Like just kind of tossing out all of those old thought patterns and all of those old thoughts that are maybe dragging you down or not serving you anymore. Just kind of tossing those to the wind and making room for new creative ideas to come in. So that may be what's kind of happening through all of this, but you just don't really realize it yet. There's space being freed in your mind, being freed up. That's what this kind of energy does. Opens new doors, frees up space. So don't be afraid of this. It's a good thing. Okay, Aquarius, thank you so much for watching. I hope you resonated with this. If you did not, I hope you gained some kind of insight from it. Feel free to leave me a comment. Feel free to subscribe, like, and share this video. And thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time.